the no tip, no trip might actually be DoorDash's fault. And here's why, and I'm going to explain everything. You see, when somebody orders from DoorDash, there are 2 fees added on to their order. So one is taxes and fees, and the other is a delivery fee. So let's tackle taxes and fees first. In case you didn't know, as a DoorDash driver, DoorDash charges 15% of your gross sales. So if you spend $100, you're spending $115 on top of the elevated price of the food. So the food price is elevated by the restaurant to cover their fees that they are actually paying DoorDash. But that's another lesson for like macroeconomics. Hear me out. Basically, DoorDash charges the restaurant a fee, the restaurant has to deflect that fee and they pass it on to you. So you're paying DoorDash basically for the convenience and the food price is raised. Okay, got that out of the way. Second is 15% taxes and fees. You're gonna pay that no matter what. The customer has to pay that no matter what. They also have to pay the delivery fee. Now, as a DoorDasher, I get a $2.50 delivery fee. Now, on the customer end of things, I've seen a $5 delivery fee, I've seen a $1 delivery fee, or sometimes the restaurant pays that delivery fee and gives you a $0 delivery fee. But again, you're paying for that. So after the 2 fees that you pay, the only thing left is the driver tip. It's the only thing the customer has control over, right? The other 3 things, they have to pay if they're gonna order DoorDash. This is where customers skimp because it's the only thing that they can control. On top of the high fees, high prices of food, they're gonna scrimp on the tip because they're already paying all this money and they're trying to get it on the low, you know? So the no tip, no trip is a direct correlation to DoorDash and its fees, I believe. Now, is this the case? Not always. I mean, there are people that just expect this service because it's a service you provide, they're paying the delivery fee, but I really feel like this isn't the case 100% of the time. So how did we get to where we're at with this no tip, no trip? It hasn't really always been this way. Let's do a little history on DoorDash. You see, DoorDash was created and founded as a luxury brand. This was the special occasion delivery. This was the birthday delivery. This was the special family meal they wanted delivered to the house. That's what DoorDash was branded as when it started. And being a luxury brand, people were more inclined to tip because it wasn't something they used every day. They used it on a Friday or a Saturday night or a special occasion. It wasn't the everyday delivery service that it is today. So what changed? The pandemic changed. So all of a sudden, we were all trapped in our house, we still needed things, and here's DoorDash to bring us those things. And nobody foresaw that DoorDash would be the primary source for people getting deliveries, not only for food, but for things that they needed for their household. Now that the pandemic's over, we're still used to ordering out and having things delivered. So now this luxury brand is now the everyman delivery service. So DoorDash hasn't largely changed becoming the everyman's delivery service, right? Still paying the same high prices, except for now, those deliveries are more frequent. When I mean frequent, I mean I have daily people that I bring coffee to for $7 or $8 to their house. So instead of lowering fees and making it more affordable for the everyman to get his coffee every day, they've kept their prices largely the same. So it's literally a beer delivery service on a champagne price. So what do we do about this? Well, if more people thought like this...
Let me tell y'all something. Every time I catch myself wanting to order some DoorDash, I get to this screen right here and I immediately cancel that shit. I immediately say no. Because I was going to order a pizza, $24.93. All these other goddamn fees bought that pizza to $42.90. I'm going to get my ass up, drive, and go get that goddamn pizza.
If more people thought like this, my job would be so much easier. But why do you say that? You would be out of a job. Hear me out on this. So the people that can't afford or back down the tip would not order. But Tim, that would put you out of a job. No, that'd make my job a lot easier. Why? Because then DoorDash becomes the luxury brand that it used to be. Tips go up, acceptance rates go up, everybody's happy. Now, is this gonna happen? Probably not. I applaud this guy because he literally did it in his head and he figured it out that this is more than a full tank of gas and he can just get his ass up and go get his pizza. And if more people thought about that, this brand would be better for me as a driver, for customers, because it would become that special occasion delivery service once again. And the market share would probably grow the same rate because, again, building a luxury brand, we know does actually work. There are plenty of companies that are a luxury brand. A lot of people don't think that DoorDashing is a good career move. They don't call it a real job. But if the prestige and the rarity return to DoorDash, I feel like being a DoorDash would be more highly regarded, which means that DoorDash could be more picky about drivers, driver retention, driver training, and I feel like the company would be beautiful as a whole. My takeaway as a DoorDash driver is that the no tip, no trip isn't because somebody just wants the service. I think it all comes down to dollars and cents. If you can't afford it, don't order it. If you can't afford it, tip a couple of dollars. That's all we're asking as DoorDashers. I don't need a $10 tip for a cup of coffee. I need maybe a $2 tip for a cup of coffee, but I don't need 10. A lot of other content creators assume that no tippers are clowns and that they feel like they deserve the service. I'm offering an alternate theory on the no tip, no trip. Remember, it's 2024, and in a previous video, I told you to start thinking differently. So as a DoorDash driver, keep these things in mind when these orders come across your screen.